Dr. Motley, I want to thank you for the opportunity to be sitting with such an august and interactive body this evening. We're just really going to have a conversation. This is more of a conversation, not a confrontation, right? This isn't about conversion. This is just about understanding. This COVID conversation is real. It's forced us into a new reality. But even in that new reality, there are still some basic understanding. So with that, I'm just going to say good evening. My name is Brandon Brown. I serve this event tonight as the facilitator.
I'm Jean-Pierre Bryce, better known as Uncle P. I'm the CEO of CMPRadio.net, and I'm a father of 7 children, and I'm concerned, right? And I want to know, I am not I have not been vaccinated, right, or vaccinated, right? I'm not a pusher for the vaccination. I want to watch things happen. I love science when I was younger. I always thought myself to be a doctor. So I'm like, let me study this a little bit. Let me look inside of how this really works and understand it before I put it inside of myself. So I'm here to learn and understand, right, why I should be vaccinated.
Thank you so much. C's.
Good evening. My name is Cliff. I go by C's. I am currently on my first dose of the vaccination. It was mandatory for my job. I wasn't a big fan of that, which is kind of why it's taking me so long to get my second dose. And I'm a single father of 3 sons. My lady, who also has a son who I am with, and she is currently pregnant with twin boys, so soon to be a father of 6 boys. And I'm a community activist. My job is an intervention specialist with CPI, so I deal with the community, and I'm also always in people's spaces. I don't want to say their face, but I'm always in different spaces with different people. So I'm here to learn about the vaccination as well for my kids more so than myself, because I'm old enough to make a decision and deal with the repercussions. But my kids, it's like they don't have a decision. I have to make that decision for them. So I want the best information before I decide to vaccinate or not vaccinate my children.
Thank you so much. Dr. Pitts, tell us about yourself.
Good evening, everyone. Glad to be among all of you. My name is Dr. Neil Pitts. I also a colleague and a close friend of Mr. Brown. In addition to that, I am the director of the vaccination project, COVID vaccination project at Temple University Lewis Katz School of Medicine.
Right. So, Uncle P, what's your position about getting vaccinated?
I can't say I'm against it. Again, I feel like, all vaccinations, they take time, right? So I wasn't on the first bus to say, yeah, let me go ahead and put this in my body, right? There was a lot of, untruths and rumors going around about the vaccination. So, I decided to do it myself, herbally, right? Sea moss, elderberry, whatever I can look up and find that boosts my antioxidants and things inside of me, I went with it, right? And so I can't say I'm against the vaccination. I just want to make sure that it's good for me and healthy for me. I have high blood pressure. I don't need anything affecting my high blood pressure. I don't need anything affecting anything else that I've already messed up or triggering something else to be messed up. So, I'm waiting. I'm waiting and I'm watching.
Uncle P, let me ask you a question. So we sort of laid the foundation as to why people might not be vaccinated, but let's dig a little deeper. Why do you think Black people aren't getting vaccinated?
I think it plays a part on trust, right? Can we trust the people that are making this? Can we trust the government? There's a lot of untrustworthy history. The trust of this drug being injected into us, the trust of just anybody is hard when you're coming from the Black community, because we get so much misinformation and whispers into the community. When it first happened, I said it's no different than the flu, and I've never gotten a flu shot. So if I've never gotten a flu shot, I ain't getting no COVID shot.
Yeah, just to piggyback off of what JP said, it's definitely got a lot to do with trust and not knowing, and us having a history of being, just misled as a people. So it's definitely got a lot to do with trust, not knowing, you feel me? And, when smallpox and diseases like that back in the day came about, it took them years to find a vaccine. Now, granted, science has improved tremendously over the time, but it's just still that what if factor, okay, I hear a lot of Black brothers say that, oh, they're not giving us the same vaccine they're giving them white folks. You feel they just want to test it out on us and kill us. So it's really just comes down to trust and who and what you know about the situation.
We asked the question hey, why aren't African Americans taking the vaccination? Uncle P talked about said this is the thing about history. this is the thing about trust, right? This kind of came in on that same line. It's like, you know, and then my question to you, Dr. Pitts, is that why should African American communities have any type of loyalty towards medical systems that have misused and abused Black bodies for their sport and their benefit?
I think I would like to see us as African Americans move into that space of confronting these issues, not forgetting them for sure, but confronting them and talking honestly with practitioners about things having to do with healthcare disparities, but also talking about racism and bias, right? How do we begin that conversation? If we do not begin that conversation now, then, you know, African Americans will continue to die at higher rates than white people. We need to find a way to come into those medical spaces and have that conversation honestly, and really forthrightly with our medical counterparts.
And so for me, it's just, you know, I'll take my chances with COVID. I can fight it out. I can go in the hospital, do whatever I got to do. They're not putting me on no ventilator. I'm good. You feel me? I won't even go in the hospital. I'll sit in the bed. And if I go, I go. That's how I went.
So the whole thing is like, so I hear something that would be a beautiful conversation for a later date. Just sort of like that street life is just rolling the dice. Whatever happens, happens. Is that what I heard, Uncle P?
Absolutely.
CMPradio.net, man. We are live from the Black Business down here at the Leak Center. It's your boy Uncle P. You know, we got buses giving out the COVID vaccine. Here's the host of our show today.
Me?
Yeah.
Okay. Oh, hey. Yeah, I am the host, Lamar Todd. What's going on? Shout out to everybody, man. Shout out to CMP Radio. We out here getting them shots. Everybody. Except for him.
Yeah, I ain't getting it.
No, you're not getting it.
I ain't
You're not getting back. He said,
I ain't getting
vaccinized.
No, vaccinized. I'm not getting vaccinated. Hell no, you ain't putting that up at me.
Education.
Yeah.
Education.
A bunch of times. What's going on, good brother? How you feeling?
Oh, great today.
Right. About to get vaccinated?
Oh, yes. I have to take care of myself.
Absolutely.
And everyone else around me.
Ah, there it is.
Anybody on here getting vaccinated? Y'all vaccinated people?
No, we vaccinated people.
Oh, well, that's all right. Then we gonna get them in here. All right, y'all in here partying? Hey, you know what?
We're just
That's a nice area. What's this bowl for? This is a vaccine. Hey, how you doing? All right. Nice to meet you, Joyce. Dr. Messerman. Dr. Rashid.
No,
Nurse Rashid. Nice to meet you guys. Thank you all for your services. Yeah, I got mine. I was a little skeptic for a while. Not skeptic, but I was like, I'm gonna let everybody else go do it. And then I just got it in July. Got a little body shot.
So good. So you get all 3 doses?
I got 2 so far, so I'm thinking about getting a booster today. I might do it. I might do it today. Yeah.
We're ready for you.
I might. You think I should do it, yo?
Yeah, I should do it.
I should do the booster.
We should do it.
I'm thinking happy thoughts.
Please look the other way.
Okay.
I'm saying very, very happy thoughts.
All right. So I
1,
mean,
2, 3.
so okay, and it's in there. Okay, it wasn't that bad.
Of course it's
All
not.
right, that was like a sticky bush or something like that. Yeah, it's just, what was that? Okay.
When your loved ones are
Yes!
responsible for you,
Yes.
and I'm not talking about you in general,
Right.
Sure.
specifically, I'm just talking about in general.
Right.
People don't realize like the impact that happens when people get sick and if they die. Like there's people that I know personally who've had COVID. They were anti-vaxxers. You know, they didn't believe that they needed to get it. They've got COVID, and they're currently still, after being sick with COVID, they're still, rehabilitating.
Right. Their lungs and everything, right.
They got family members who had their lives had to change in order to accommodate them.
Right.
So it's it's a downward cycle, and I think a lot of times people are only thinking about the immediate themselves, and they're not thinking about how their life is going to affect all those around them.
It's hard when
I mean, it's been a couple years of wearing a mask every day.
I got a beard, man. I grew the beard
I
because
got
of
a
COVID.
semi one. I got a semi beard.
Exactly. And then I put it on. It's just like, look at it. You know, it's mush it down a little bit. Take the beard factor away. I'm not as sexy, you know what I mean? So I throw this beard on, but I mean, throw that mask on anyway. You know what I mean? But it's cool. It's all right.
That's cool. I'm glad we can have fun with it. I mean, laughter is the best medicine.
Yeah, it is.
You know what I mean?
Sometimes my breath stink. I just throw it on. It's like, hey, nobody got to smell this but me.
That's right. So I'm recommending get the shot, get the booster.
Yeah.
It's a strong recommendation.
Yeah. Okay.
Strong recommendation.
Definitely.
Save yourself some. You know what I mean? Because it's not just about you.
Yeah.
It's a lonely ride when you get it on both ends.
I'm sorry.
You couldn't. My relatives, I couldn't go see them. They couldn't have visitors. It was stressful. You know what I mean? You don't know how the people treat them in the hospital. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
You can't. Nothing you can do. There's nothing you can do.
All right, I'm gonna get the vaccine.
Oh, you don't have to.
Yes.
There you go, man.
Yes, get it now. Get it now.
Are you
Ready to get it
serious?
now.
Oh,
Yes. We're gonna do it. We're gonna do it. We're gonna do it right now. We're gonna do it right now. We're gonna do it right now. Let's go. Let's go. Let's go. We got it. Let's go. Let's go. So we making history here, right here, y'all. Y'all see it. C-City. C-City. If he can do it right here, you know that you can do it as well. Oh man. Hey. Hey, you see this hey, Nurse Rashid, you see this brother? Hey. Hey.
He's getting information. Not
Yeah.
this information.
Yes. Yes. But he a wise dude. He's pretty thorough. Because he sat there, he said, I'm not with it. And he stayed true to himself. He said his family got it, but I'm just not getting it because of this and that. And like many black men out here, we got heart issues, we got sugar issues, we got all kind of issues and stuff like that. So we are skeptical of that. So I feel him. But with that, he sat down and got the information, then made his own decision based on what he got right there. You know what I mean? So, hey, man, that's what's up, man. We just gonna go ahead and do it, man. It's real easy, y'all. Y'all know this, man. You know what I mean? It's nothing.
1, 2.
Done dilly. Done dilly. We got history right here. It went down. Congratulations. Congratulations. There it is. He is in the mix. Boom. There it is. He in there. Got him. Got him.
He did it. He did it.
Your phone just went up to 6G.
CMPRadio.net. It's your boy Uncle P, man. Listen, I'm trying to go to Jamaica, so I had to get vaxxed. Man. Trying to get my passport and all that good stuff. We'll see how I feel, man. You know, I think I'm gonna go ahead and let y'all know how I feel in the next couple days. But I got my vaccination today. Yeah, man. We're gonna see what happens. That's all we can do, right? Right. The CMPRadio.net, man. We're out of here.
Uncle P got vaccinated on Saturday.
Yes, I did. Yes, I did.
Yep.
Got
So
vaccinated.
he got vaccinated. So I wanted to just have a conversation today, just to kind of talk about that a little bit, dig in a little deep, see what happened, where did the light bulb go off, and I want to introduce you all to Rashid Lee. He is a critical care nurse and a training and education analyst at Penn Presbyterian in Philadelphia. And so he was on the clinic with us, helping to administer vaccines. He has given hundreds of vaccines through all of this and has done a lot of work for COVID-19 patients. So welcome to the show, Rashid. Thanks for coming.
Thanks for having me. Glad to be here.
Yep. And then Dr. Walls is a clinical psychologist. She's going to join us in a few minutes.
So this is how it happened, right? Because everybody's like, bro, you were so against the shot. When Brother Rashid was talking about the brothers that need help, assistance after they deal with COVID, I started thinking about myself, right? Literally, like, you know, what am I going to do if COVID was to hit me? Like, who would help me take care of me? And the first step was getting the vaccine, right? Let me help so I don't have to worry about COVID having that much of an effect in my life, right? And so it's, you know, I already have my kids. My kids are always with me, right? Even while I'm working and I'm trying to do things, they're still here, right? So I know that I'm their first protection, right? So I needed that safe not a guarantee that I wouldn't be affected by it, but it wouldn't affect me as bad as it could. You know what I mean? I know brothers that have been affected by it, right? That aren't breathing the same, aren't doing the same thing. So for me, it was like, yo, I really had to think about that. Now, majority of the time, I'm standing with other people that are like, I ain't fooling with the vaccine at all. So I was never around so many people that heard what I had to say and talked to me and said, this is why I feel this way. Let me explain to you what's going to happen, right? So, you know, I was sitting there, I was talking to a doctor, I was talking to a nurse, and then I heard Brother Rashid, and then I had 2 other people that stopped in there and had a conversation with me. So I was like, you know what? Maybe how I feel is just off of how I feel. It's not what's really going on, right? So let me listen to him. And as I listened to him, everybody talked about it. I said, well, I might as well get it. You know what I mean? So go ahead, give me the vaccine. Let's start that and see what happens. Now I got this headache.
Oh, Lord.
I was in this dream, holding my head like this. I opened my eyes, like, oh my God, I can't see out the side of my, what's going on? Like, but that's just because I haven't eaten. It's not because of the shot. So, you know, I've been drinking plenty of water. My arm isn't sore, you know, so I'm good. I guess I get the second shot in 3 weeks. What is it, 3 weeks?
3 weeks.
I'll see him in 21 days. So I'm excited, man.
Thank you for telling us why you decided to do it. I appreciate it.
And I want to thank you for hosting that event, right? You know, taking the time to put everything together, watching you, listening to you, talking to you. You know, like you said, you thought you had me before right. And when we did the show on Wednesday, I was like, no, I'm not getting the vaccine. I'm not dealing with the vaccine. It's not happening. And then we had another situation on Saturday, and I really sat there and I listened to everyone and everything that everybody was saying. And when, like I said, Rashid, if it wasn't for Rashid, it wouldn't happen. Literally,
wow.
I was listening to him, and he was looking at me when he was talking to me. He was like, bro, like, the people that have it are not living the same because they couldn't get the vaccine, right? They aren't able to do the things that they used to do. Like, how are you set up? Like, you're supposed to be here for your children. How are you set up if you get COVID right now and it attacks you a little bit differently, and you got to worry about, you know, rehab and all this other situation, or you're not able to go up and down the steps and do everything that you're doing. I'm like, oh, I can't. No, I didn't know. Ain't nobody tell me that. I thought some elderberry and some sea moss and a little bit of this would keep me cool. What you mean? Like, no, I don't want none of that. Oh, I can get, all right, come on, let's do it. Let's get it done, right? So I thank him, man, and you, both of you. The way our culture is set up, we always listen to the whispers. We always listen, we go off of what was in the past. And I get that, and I'm not knocking anybody for that. But, you know, you got to listen to the people that know the facts. And I feel like y'all are educated enough for me to sit and listen to y'all. It's not just anybody, right? We have people that have gone to school for this. Y'all understand medicine. So I would be wrong, and I would be neglecting the fact that y'all have education and y'all not just going off, ain't nobody putting no money in your pocket and say, here, go on the hood and say this. You know what I mean? So I have to listen to y'all. I have to take heed. And, you know, I appreciate that.
We tend to do things based on feeling as opposed to fact. And I'm not saying following feeling isn't the right thing to do at times, but we have to learn to balance our feelings with our intellect. We need both. So if we're feeling a certain way, now we need some data to support it, right? That's in any and all things. We got to get some data, because sometimes our feelings are not correct and sometimes they're spot on. And if you have not been developing that feeling muscle, then why are you choosing to trust it at certain times?
I'm getting my shot for protection for my children, for protection for myself. It has nothing to do with anybody else. But I did appreciate the conversation that I had and the information that was given to me at that moment to make me like, that's wrong, and this is right. And it's like, oh, all right, cool, I'm good.
It's just looking at what are the facts stating and what are the healthiest decisions for us. And then, of course, coming in and making sure that we're not getting in our own way of being the healthiest that we can be.